Hey folks, it's Frith Guy here, how you doing? Welcome back to World of Warcraft. I'm just flying my way up across Darrowshire Lake to the eastern Plaguelands, where we're going to carry on with our various quests, including sorting out what happened in Darrowshire and understanding a little bit more about the mystery of what went on down there. Before we actually get to that, though, I wanted to show you what I've done this weekend. I was online this weekend. I was talking to people that were in the guilds. And I also managed to get myself this absolutely rather hideous looking creature right here, which I will bring out and walk around on in a little bit. You had to get a few other bits, but 150,000 crystals, which you get in the Warlords of Draenor expansion zones. That took quite a bit. It took a long time to get that, but I did eventually get it, and there it is in all its hideous glory. So I will be playing around with that one a little bit later on. So I did get that one. I'm very, very pleased, and I also got, if you have a look there, reach 120. I got level 120 last night on Frithgar. I was very, very pleased. I did not think that I was going to do it that quickly, but I did. Senleia actually allowed for me to spend a little bit of extra time this weekend gaming, and so I got all the way up to level 120. So I now have a maximum level character. Not that it really makes much difference once you get to maximum level, because there are so many other things to do in the game, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, let's just get that corrupted Fellhawk a minute. Let's mount this bad boy. Can I do it? You can't actually do it from there. You still got to get it on the list on the side over here. Corrupted Dreadwing. That's the one that we want. Right there we go. Mount. There. Look at this thing. It's absolutely horrific. It's brilliant. And it does fly in flying zones. It is a flying mount. A proper flying mount. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Does that not look brilliant? Yeah. I love this thing. I was very, very pleased to get hold of that one. So, if you'd like to join the guild, you can see I do spend a lot of time talking to people. Torvald was on a lot yesterday, so I spent a lot of time talking to him. Juggernaut as well. I spoke to him an awful lot. Smoodalini has been on quite a lot lately. Ham and Eggs hasn't been on for a few days, but I've been speaking to him as well. Yeah, if you would like to come on, I don't talk much during the week. If I'm on during the week, I will generally ignore you because I'm recording. And I can't just spend all of my videos just talking to people in chat. But if you're on at the weekends, I do talk. And now, I'm not going to be able to be on every weekend, but I do love playing this game, and I've always played this game quite a bit. So, you know, you will be able to come along, and you will be able to chat. There are instructions in the description down below. Basically, all you do is you go to the Frithgar YouTube community right there. What you do is you go to join and create community. You take the code that is down below. It tells you which one to copy and paste, and you put it right in there. And you can copy it from your browser window, and then you can paste it in there, or you can just, you know, copy it out letter per letter if you want to. It's case sensitive, so just remember that. And that will automatically allow you to join the Frithgar YouTube community, and then you will be a member here. When I see you online, or if someone else in this list in here is online, most of these people, not all of them, okay, not all of these people, but some, well, you're certainly Torvald, Smoodalini, you've seen those, Ham and Eggs, and Barry Dotter, they'll be able to see you online, and you may be able to, if they see the chat. You know, everybody sees the chat, okay, so just keep it in mind. I do check to see if we got new people here. If there's anybody new who wants to join the guild, I will throw you an invite. I will click on invite member, and then I will add your name. And then you are in the guild. And then we've got our various perks. You got the increased mounted speed by 10%. Mobile banking. You can summon a guild bank chest. You can. Oh, I actually forgot about this one. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I want to show you, because there is some cool stuff that we've got in the guild bank that you might actually like. You might think that this is it's worth joining the guild just for this. So if I go here a minute and I go to mobile banking perk right there. There is our guild bank. That is not the final tabard. And I'm getting to that because there's going to be another thing in the description this week. Now, I've got a few items in here that you can use. You're allowed to take 2 stacks a day. There's only 1 bag in here at the moment. I think I stripped out the bags and gave them to someone else, or someone else has used them. I'm an officer, so I have more available gold. But you have up to 10 gold per day in repairs, which is not a huge amount, but certainly for lower levels up to about level 80, that will cover all of your armor repairs. You know, you're not really going to be going much higher than that. Once you get beyond that, you'll have way more money than you need for armor repairs, so not really a concern. So there is money here you can use for doing your armor repairs. The prize fund. Now, I have been giving new players who've not played this game before a Coalfist Grondling. I happen to have a whole load of these just kicking around in my bank. And so I was giving people one of these. Now, that's a pretty cool amount. I'll show you that one in a minute. But these are also a prize fund. We've got some very, the 30 slot bag, that's worth several thousand gold on the auction house. And there's a whole load of unique pets here as well, some rather unusual ones that Senleia has donated to the guild, and there is some more stuff that she's donated as well. I'm going to add some of that in. These is basically as a prize fund. I'm going to start thinking of some little games that we can play as a guild, and I'll give out like the odd one as a prize here and there. So some of these items will be very useful to you. Some of them, if you win, you'll think, oh, I don't really want that. By all means, go and put it on the auction house and sell it for what you can get, and use the money to get something else in-game. This is all in-game fun that we can have, so various different things. Now, that tabard right there, quite frankly, I don't think much of the tabard. All I did was I threw something together as quickly as I could in order to have a guild tabard. That is not the final design, and where is it? It doesn't actually show me where the design is. That's the roster there. We've got... Why is it not showing me? I can't see the guild tabard. Well, you got it there, and you got it up in the corner, and you got the picture of it right there. So there, you can see our guild tabard. I just quickly chucked something together in the tabard designer. There's going to be a link in the description down below for a website where you can design a tabard. What I'd like you to do is go to that website, design a tabard, and then click the give URL, and you'll be able to link that into the comments section down below, and I will have a look at them. You probably won't approve them. Or some of you are approved for posting links. Some of you, most of you, I will probably have to approve the link. I will look at it, I'll check it, make sure it's a legitimate link, and then I will click on it. I will approve it in the comments section so that other people can have a look at them. And then I want some opinions on which ones you think are the best. I will also give my opinion on which one I think is the best, and we will take a small vote from people that are regular viewers of this series so that we can design our guild tabard. I want a guild tabard. I want it to reflect the Frith Guardians. We are limited on what we're allowed to use, though. Okay, there's only so much, so many different designs and colors and so on. So go and take a good look at it and see what you can come up with, and we will pick out the best one for our guild tabard. And I'm thinking I may even take one of the things in here and donate as a prize to the winner of the person who creates the best tabard. So you'll also get an in-game prize as well. So long as you're playing. You do actually have to be playing for this to work. If you're not playing, then it's probably not really going to help very much. But at least you'll be able to say that you were the one that designed the tabard. Anyway, I have rabbited on about all sorts of nonsense long enough. That was my weekend and some of my prizes and stuff that I've done. And we need to carry on with this. So we've got 3 quests that we want to turn in. First up, we've got...
Haven't we done this before?
I don't know. We could have done. We've got 3 of them right here. So, villains of Darrowshire. Did you find the skull and the sword, Grundorn? We have the skull of Horgus and the shattered sword of Marduk that we went and journeyed around and we found. You found them! Well done, Grundorn. These relics hold within them the memories of the Scourge forces at Darrowshire. We will need these if we are to save your Joseph Redpath. We get... Ooh, shield. It's not actually very much of an upgrade on our shield, though. It's a little bit, but it's a bit. And we are now level 45. We've leveled up. We have unspent talent points. We'll have a look at that in just a second. That's very exciting. I always like new talent points. Do you have the relics, Grundorn? Yes, we went and gathered up those 3 as well. You have the relics. Good. I will get to work on resolving any temporal discontinuities. Discontinuities? Is that Discontinuities. That's it. I will get to work on resolving any temporal discontinuities. Don't worry. That's not something you have to worry about. You just gather the reagents. You have the skulls? They are critical for my spell, which will give us the chance to save Darrowshire. Maybe. Well, I certainly hope it does. Right. Excellent work, Grundorn. Are you certain you haven't done this before? I might have done once or twice. Now, Grundorn, you will take part in the Battle of Darrowshire. You will save Joseph Redpath. Place this relic bundle in the Darrowshire town square, and a spirit of Darrowshire will rise, join the battle, and assure these two things come to pass. Davil must survive beyond the death of Horgus, and Redpath must survive to be corrupted, then defeated. After defeating the corrupted Redpath, his spirit will be saved. Speak with him, then return to his daughter Pamela. Okay. That doesn't sound at all complicated in any way. I'm sure it'll be simple. So, we have now got a new one that we got to pick out. So, we can have Judgment reduces the remaining cooldown on Hammer of Justice by 6 seconds. That Hammer of Justice there has got a 1 minute. So, every time we use the Judgment, it reduces that cooldown by 6 seconds. Could be pretty good, except I don't really use Hammer of Justice very often. Repentance forces an enemy to meditate, incapacitating them for 1 minute. Usable against humanoids, demons, undead, dragonkin, and giants. Yeah, that's most things. That does seem pretty good. And Blinding Light emits dazzling light in all directions, blinding enemies within 10 yards, causing them to wander disoriented for 6 seconds. Non-holy damage will break out the disorient effect. We do holy damage with just about everything we do. Although some of it is physical damage. So that is an AoE. Basically, we've got an AoE crowd control that could help us when we're really in a bind. We've got Repentance right there, which is a single target crowd control, which is pretty good, actually. 1 minute it'll force them, and a 15-second cooldown as well. So that'll put someone out of the fight for 1 minute. Incapacitate completely for 1 minute, although I'm guessing damage does do something. And then the Fist of Justice, that's basically when we use our Judgment, which does have a 6-second cooldown on it. It reduces that cooldown by 6 seconds. And, you know, allows us to get back to using that one just a little bit sooner each time. I'm thinking Repentance would be our best option. It's a 15-second cooldown, which is pretty good. So we're going to take Repentance right there. We've learned the new spell, Repentance. We do actually need to put this... What's that? Honorable Medallion. Removes movement impairing effect. I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to take Repentance, and I'm going to drop that one in there, so we've got it available. Immunity to movement impairing... Yeah, so we're just got to remember that one right there. That's the useful one, and we'll swap those over. So there, we've got our Flash of Light... Repentance is crowd control. Nope. So we've got healing and healing right there, those two. This one over here, divine, reduce all damage taken by 20%. So we'll swap those over as well. So when we've got our mouse, because I always use the mouse for these, easy option then is just to move up to that group of spells right there. That should make life a little bit easier for us. Before we head off, let's have a little bite to eat, and then we need to head down to Darrowshire and continue with the epic battle. Here we go. The epic battle of Darrowshire. Can we change the way things happened last time? There is... Well, it looks like it's already happening down here. Things are already going on, so I'm not really sure we... Except Redpath's... Alright, so what do I do? Captain Redpath, protect him. Alright. Well, we've missed the beginning of it, but that's easy enough. We can just sort of help out with this. So we've got a horde down here who's also doing the same battle. So we just need to protect Captain Redpath from any danger, and it should end up being alright. This it's going to be pretty quick, I think. So we'll take that one. I'll take this one down here if the horde is going to take the other one. Bring him down like that. We've got more here. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to have to be careful because some of these are quite powerful creatures.
Far away.
Oh, well, there's one I can take down. I got a bloodletter right there. Right, you're facing... Oh, I'm constantly facing the wrong way. I want to use this one. I want to use my shield. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why. I got too excited. I started pressing the wrong button. Right. We've taken down a wave of them. Where is Captain Redpath? Silverhand. Seriously, where's Redpath? Disciple. Which one? Where? Oh, is that him? Where's Redpath gone? Where is he? Silverhand Disciple. Oh, there's Redpath. He went all the way up there. We left him on his own. That wasn't very smart, was it? Right. Take that one down there. Stick with Redpath. I got to keep an eye on him. He's going to end up doing himself a mischief, and we don't really want that. There's iron up there, and oh, there's gold. There's gold. Can I trust the horde to keep things under control while I go and get that gold? I'm torn between holding my valiant post on the battlefield and going for gold. Because, you know, gold. Gold is so shiny and nice, and I like gold. Who doesn't? Gold is a wonderful thing. Chuck out some of these. There we go. Right, some more shields. Joseph Redpath has been cut. Wait a minute. Marduk the Black. Take down Redpath. We gotta bring him down now. Okay, that was actually really, really quick.
I need a target.
I did not think it would happen that fast. Speak with Joseph Redpath in the centre of Darrowshire. Okay, we took him down. I now need to go and speak with him. We've got Davil Crockford right there. I don't need to speak with Davil. I need to speak with Joseph over here. Hey, Joe. What's up? The darkness had fallen over my eyes, but you tore me from my unholy reverie. Is it reverie? Reverie? Reverie, I think. You saved me, Grundorn, and now I beg you to forgive me. Well, yeah, I forgive you, dude. Don't worry about it. Okay, now we go up over here, and we speak to little Pamela, and her and her father should be able to be joined together again. So we've actually... It's quite the epic sort of storyline you got here. He was defeated, he was corrupted, and then you go back over here and you play through the battle again, and we defeat him. I mean, I feel that by having someone else there with us, it kind of took away the slight epicness of it a little bit, but it's good. The fighting is over. I heard my daddy whisper to me. He scared away all the ghosts, and he says he's coming home. I'm so happy. He also said I should welcome you if you come to our house, so I made some tea. I hope you like lots of sugar. We've got a slight upgrade there, and we have some sweet tea. Right, well, we'll have our... Daddy told me to give you this key. He said it opens a chest out back behind the house. He also wanted me to thank you. Did you do a favour for him? Did you tell him you found my doll? Well, here's the key. Thank you, Grundorn. Thank you. You're a very nice man. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That's always a bit debatable, that one is. Right, we want to go out behind the house, and... Oh, where? Yeah, oh, there we go. We've got a lockbox right there. Chest is old and covered in grime. Key fits the lock, and the chest opens. We have Redpath braces. Oh, choose? I can't have both. He's dead. He's not going to use them. Okay, that did sound a bit harsh, didn't it? We'll go with... Ooh. Tough. I'll go with that one, the ring. Redpaths of Darrowshire. Excellent. Let's go back round here and just see if... Do we see Joseph coming back? Do we actually get to see him return home to little Pamela? I don't think we do. I think you used to. Somebody linked in the last video a... Wow. 250... He's been doing a lot of fishing lately. That deserves a congratulations. Well done, sir. There was somebody linked a video in the last episode, and it was quite impressive. It was this story. It's basically covering the story of the Darrowshire and everything that happened. It was very, very cool. I did enjoy that video. So if you go and look at the last one, it's definitely worth taking a look at. Chromie's mirror. We get +2 armor, but -8 dodge. So I'm going to not change that one over. The homecoming wrap is -5, but I get strength and stamina. So I am going to do that. I'm going to swap them over. That ring. I don't want that ring. Right. That'll do me. That'll do me there. And... right. We're off. Did we get that iron? Ah, gold. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get that gold. We've got the gold up there. Here we go. All the way up through. And there. Gold. We've actually found gold. There's gold in them there hills. So Joseph Redpath down there, we have actually, we've spoken to him, and it's all been taken care of now. The nightmare is finally over. Darrowshire, forgive me. I don't know how much of the story we missed with coming into that quest sort of a little bit later. I don't think there was that much that we missed, because we seen Joseph while he was still good, and then he got corrupted by that horrible dude. And then we basically rescued him from the corruption. And there's not a lot else that we can do for Darrowshire. Let's speak to Davil, see what he says. Battle is over, and the people are saved. That's it. That is the story of Darrowshire. Right, we need to turn in... actually, I was going to say we need to turn in his quest, but we've already turned in his quest. So what we're really wanting to do is go and speak to Fiona. And Torvald there, who's also known as Gooseman X. Many of you will already know that. And if you join the guild, you'll see that anyway. So you probably won't... well, I'm hoping you won't mind me announcing it to the entire world. Yeah, we'd like to have a squirrel on our banner, because I frequently call this World of Squirrelcraft, because it's so easy to get squirreled. If you press Y, like that, okay, and then you just go and have a look at some of this stuff. Right, this is ones that I have done, but this is stuff that I haven't done. Look at all of these, and fishing, and there's a load that I've done. Yeah, but look at all of these. Look at all of these quests and achievements that you can do, and cooking achievements. Right, you scroll down through, it's a load, but obtain 100 skill points in Draenor, right there. Cook 20 Draenor recipes. So then you want to go and find all the Draenor recipes and cook them. Obtain a 6-hour yummy bacon buff. Cook 10 of the Kultiran recipes. And so on and so forth. And you get pulled in. The archaeology. Wow. Okay. There is a lot of stuff to do in archaeology. It is just... right, complete 50 dig sites across Kultiris and Zandalar. 50 Legion ones. And seriously, World of Squirrelcraft. Okay, it shouldn't be World of Warcraft. It is World of Squirrelcraft. It is just amazing. Anyway, here we go. We're going to go and speak to Fiona.
What do you offer?
What do you offer? Right, the trek continues. I believe the horses are ready. Argus Highbeacon, the gentleman who works for the Argent Crusade, spoke with me earlier. I understand he'll be coming with us. That's great. I'll make room for him. I know that you are busy, so there's no hurry. Whenever you're ready, hop into the caravan and we'll proceed to the next tower.
I run a stand-up business here.
She runs a stand-up business, she does. Right, we will leap in here and... oh, you know, probably if I just do that. Oh, I gotta get into the front. Okay, it's turning to face me. I didn't actually expect it to turn to face me. Here we go. Right, now what are we gonna do? We're riding on the back. Yeah, that's me. And, oh, I'm riding next to Terenas. And I'm just wondering if I should read them all out. I'm not going to read them out this time. Because actually, I could try. Wait a minute. This hardly seems fair. Why do I have to set up a stop with all this stuff? Because you're the bravest, dear. Because you're short. Hey, I ought to bounce one of these trunks off onto your head, Terenas. I know I promised you the front seat, Giddy, but we have an elderly guest. I'm sorry. Fiona, I must warn you, Gidwin only wants to sit in front because he wants to kiss you. Oh, shut up, you dolt. You probably want to kiss her 100 times. Do not. I appreciate the ride, Madam Fiona. It's nice to get off my feet for once. Do you normally walk these roads alone? Well, yes, I do, although it was easier when I was younger. These days, I have to be more careful. If you don't mind my asking, what do you do that requires walking so much? I service the 5 Argent Towers, mostly repairs and maintenance, and some minor magical work. Without proper upkeep, buildings within the Plaguelands tend to waste away. Noble work. I find it satisfying. I enjoy working with my hands. By the way, if any of you need anything repaired, let me know. I'm at your service. So you're part of the Argent Crusader. I think... Hang on. Think you can put in a good word for us? We're looking to join the Order. Certainly. I don't make it out to Light Taupe very often anymore. But when you arrive, tell Max Tyrosus that I sent you. Whoa. He lets you call him Max? Hang on. Ma'am, would you mind dropping me off at Light Shield Tower just up ahead? I have to stop here. Of course, I'm not just going to drop you off, Master. High Beacon will be happy to wait for you. No! Stopped again! Light Taupe isn't far, young Paladin. Might I suggest walking? Right, I'm struggling to read those. I can read them in my head really quickly, but I'm struggling to, like, read them out and keep up with the conversation with who's talking, so I might not try and do that again, because that just ended up confusing me, and probably confused you a lot as well. Right, we're on to the next one. We're into the next tower. We've got Light Shield Tower next, so first up, we want to pick up the Flight Master right there. Then we can speak to Fiona.
How may I help you?
We've enjoyed having you ride with us, Grundorn. Hopefully, once Gidwin and Terenas join the Argent Crusade, we can continue to travel together. Soon as we arrived here at Light Shield, those two lunkhead paladins ran off to Light Taupe Chapel. It's still a ways away, but if we're going to follow Argus along his tour of the towers, this is about as close as we're going to get. Check in on them and make sure they're alright. I know they can handle themselves, but still, it'd make me feel better to know that you were watching over them while I'm stuck here with the caravan.
Pop in any time.
Right, no worries. We will go and do that. Over here, we have a little gnome. To kill with purpose. Greetings, stranger. You've entered the heart of the Plaguelands. I hope you brought your undead killing gear with you. The plague spreads more slowly these days, so the Cult of the Damned has stepped up production in order to keep the land brown and dead, as they like it. I've got a plan to stop them. Take my mortar and pestle and use it on living rot from the undead creatures in Corin's Crossing to the southeast. We're going to make a little present for the cultists. Some of my counterparts have told me that the land wants to heal, but several high-ranking undead, along with the Cult of the Damned, are not allowing it to. That means we have to stop them. I've got a plan, but first you're going to need a cultist disguise. Head southeast into Corin's Crossing and take the clothing from the human cultists that roam through the town. I'll contact you when you've completed this step.
Off and away.
Off and away. Right, well that's that bit. We've got more quests in here. Where have we got quests? We've got... Oh, I see. There's one down. Well, we'll go and get that one in a minute. We won't worry about that one for a minute. For a second. We want to go upstairs and get the quest that's up the top of the tower. And... Oh, that guild was... I wonder why I was seeing... Why it said leveling. It's because his guild is leveling. It's always very bright on top of these towers these days. Extremely bright on top of these towers. Right. We've got Frederick Calston. I love the sea. Yes, it was I, Frederick Calston, who introduced the sea life to that lake in the southwest. I had hoped to provide the crusade with a source of fresh food from within the borders of the Plaguelands. However, some of the fish turned out to be predators, and now they terrorize the other animals. If we're not careful, they will kill them all. Swim down to the bottom of the scar and save some snails, crabs, and pufferfish before it's too late.
Light bless you.
I'll do what I can. I will do what I can. Right, and then I want to go out this way so that we can go and get that one, and my bubble button is 9. Bubble button. There we go. Look at that. I love the bubble. The bubble is brilliant. We always love the bubble. So we've got last quest over here.
I be listening for now.
I be listening for now. My name is Vex Tool, and I have watched you fight, human. You are strong. You killed my master, Zeldar, but this does not bother me. I value strength over any loyalty that I had for him. I value strength over anything else. Prove to me one final time your strength, human. Do so, and I will lend you my strength for whatever purpose you may desire. Okay?
We're gonna have our revenge.
Okay, let's take him down. I can do this. Okay, I can actually do this very, very easily. Very quickly take you down and bash you with the shield. And then I'll hit you with my hammer and bash you with the shield. Right. It's easy enough.
Get on with it.
Yes, you are indeed strong. I will submit to you. I will join you and your friend, the Worgen. My strength is yours.
Ashes to ashes.
Right, Vextool has decided to join us. Excellent. The more the merrier. And that's one thing that I am going to make sure I do. I'm going to stick with a mace. I'm going to go with one-handed mace. No matter what upgrades we get, one-handed mace is the weapon that I will stick with all the way through, just because I think it fits my role as a protection paladin better than any other weapon. If I was a retribution paladin, the sword would go really well. But I don't want to do that. I want to stick with the hammer. I am the hammer of justice. That is what we are, the hammer of justice right here. Now, I haven't done any fishing or catching of pets for a while, so we're going to fish that floating wreckage right there. Today, we are going to... Actually, I don't think I've got any shiny baubles or anything. This fishing pole doesn't have any fishing boosts on it. Oh, requires fishing 50 for the night crawlers. So we can't do anything with that. Do I have anything else? I don't think I do. I don't think there's anything else that I can use. Target dummy. Lasts for 15 seconds. That is one that we ought to be using. We ought to have that because that can distract the other creatures. Anyway, let's do a little spot of fishing, shall we? So in the wreckage, you can find some quite cool different things when you're fishing up wreckage. We go, the old gnome in the sea. We got Rumsey Rum Black Label. That is not particular. Well, it's a strong alcohol. Let's have a drink. We are a little tipsy. Okay. This is where it gets a little bit more difficult to do anything. Because the more you drink in a game, the more sort of blurry the vision becomes. It's actually quite amusing. And fairly realistic, actually, with that little bit. Not sure that I want to be encouraging such behaviour, but yeah, it does do it. And a mithril-bound trunk for option 2. That's all we got, just 2. 1 silver and 73 copper, and a bolt of mage weave as well. It's not too bad. A bolt of mage weave is probably not going to get us anything worthwhile, though. Now, we can go under the water here. Did we get anything to help us go under the water? This restores... Must remain seated while drinking. 7 pieces of living rot. I'm just wondering if we got any kind of spell. I'm going to fish one more item up, because I kind of feel that we only like... We literally, we fished twice then. We didn't do a great deal, did we? We got a sickly fish. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that now. Let's head down into the depths and see what we get. We've got to do all this just by holding our breath. You can hold your breath for a remarkable amount of time in this game, right? You really can. So we need to come down and we need to get a plague puffer, and we need to get some snails as well, and I think also we want crabs. Infectus scuttler and infectless an inch. So we got a scuttler for a crab. Come here. Nearly missed him. An incher, and also the pufferfish. Right there. A plague puffer. There we go. And we just kind of got to generally avoid the other creatures in here. Why have I... Where's my... What's this? Oh! Pufferfish. Water breathing. That's pretty cool, actually. Pick up a pufferfish and you get water breathing. There. Do that. That gives me 20 seconds. Pick up one pufferfish, you get 20 seconds of water breathing. That is actually pretty cool. I like that. There we go. There's another scuttler, an incher, and a scuttler. So we've got 5 of each of them. There's pufferfish right there. There's another 20 seconds of air. And that's before we have to actually start holding our breath. Which is very, very cool, actually. That goes beyond just a little bit cool. Greater sagefish thingy above us. I'm actually tempted to go and do another little bit of fishing, because the fishing gives us fish, and you know, and yeah, I know it shocked me as well, but no, because it gives you the fish, you can use the fish for doing the cooking, and then you benefit your cooking as well, and your cooking is a good thing, because you get these little boosts and buffs that we haven't really got a lot left of, but we do want to use some of them up. No, I just need a puff. I think there was a pufferfish around this corner. There's one. There it is. There is a pufferfish. Let's go and grab that one a minute, and then I want to show you something very cool. Something that I have, that I am very proud of. A subdued seahorse. Look at this. There is my seahorse mount. So I have an underwater mount, and... Oh no, this one just increases swim speed. There is another one that actually not only increases swim speed, but it also allows you to breathe underwater. But I don't remember which one that is. It's not that one, obviously. Which has taken down this little hate shrieker that we got here, because we do have a quest to do right next to us. But I am going to... Now, fortunately, most of my spells, most of my abilities, doesn't matter if I'm silenced. If you're a spellcaster and you get silenced, then you're in trouble. Then you're in real trouble. Right, I am going to do a bit of fishing here. I'm going to fish up the greater sagefish right here. I don't know if we're actually going to get very much from the greater sagefish or not. We might. We have an iron-bound trunk. Those are quite good. You do get some good rewards out of them. We're up to fishing skill 27. I don't think I got any recipes for the greater sagefish, though. I don't think I've actually learned them. My fishing skill's about... Not my fishing skill. My cooking skill at the moment is around about level 50. So we could do with that being a little bit better. We get some strangled kelp there. That's not much good to us. We'll move around that way. And go on. What are we... I'm outside... I think I'm actually still outside the bounds of that one. A tangled fishing line. Pretty sure I was outside the bounds of it. I don't think I'm a high enough level to be able to fish this fishing pool anyway. I mean, it used to be that it wouldn't let you fish in the fishing pool at all. You just wouldn't get anything. Then they changed it so you can, but you get grey stuff. One. We got one raw greater sagefish. That's all we got. Only one, but one is better than none. And we also got the ironbound trunks. Let's open that one. We have another silver 45 copper and a bolt of silk cloth, which, as we are not tailors, is not going to do us a lot of good. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we're in Corin's Crossing. We need to gather up some coagulated rot. We've got to kill those guys in order to get the rot. So I wallop him in the face with my shield like that. And then start just working my way through like this. So basically, I just keep clicking abilities as you all... Well, you all know... You're all familiar with the process by now of how to actually do this. So we'll quickly go to there, and another shield, and then that one there. That's my favourite one. That's another living rot. Right, I got 2 living rot. This one here combines 7 pieces. We got 2 so far. And we've got... It's that one there, the Avenger's Shield. I love the Avenger's Shield. It's very, very cool. Throwing the shield right into the face of something. Anything at all. It's just a very cool ability. It's great fun. Especially when you start getting a load of procs on it as well. And so you get... It happens several times all at once. So I'm going to go with that one over there. And then we will go here like this. And we put this down on the ground like that. I can keep doing this. Fortunately, being silenced does limit my health, my heals that I can use a little bit. So we do have to be very aware of that, because I'm down to half health now. So if I very quickly do that, it'll help me a little bit. Another one I can use. We want to make sure we've got this on the ground. Let's take that hate shrieker. Those are the ones that are silencing me. What else have I got in the way of abilities? This one here, Divine Protection, reduces the damage I take by a bit of time. Oh dear. No! Bubble! Bubble! I've got bubble! I got bubble! That saved me. I saved myself. There, we take down that one. And the Unseen Servant right there. I want to take that one. There. Remove that one first. Like that. Because he's got the lowest health. Pick out the ones with the lowest health. Then we go through. So now I want the Vile Tutor. That's the next one with the lowest health. Keep this one going on the floor. Yeah, I'm actually amazed that I'm still alive. I think that we've done well. I'm very pleased with my progress here.
Have a target.
Occasionally, you do sort of run into a spot of bother, but I feel that, you know, by taking all of those down all at once, we did indeed do very well for ourselves. And I'm silenced, and that's my heal abilities. Right, that's the bit. Why didn't I use that one? I could have used that one, stunned one of them, and taken them out of action. And I forgot about Repentance as well. Does that one work? Undead? Oh, it's a cast. I do have to spend a while casting it, but he does take him out. And then, you know, damage does, like, undo that whole thing. Death Cultist Robes. Oh, I need... That's another dark garb. I need 4 more living rot there. And 2 mage weaves. Okay. We've done well so far. We've done very well. We need, I think, 1 more rot. Yes, I have got that right. And we need the Death Cultist headwear as well. So let me just quickly do that. I'm also going to eat another one of these. No, we don't. We gain 1 stamina with that. And that one there is also 1 stamina. Our cooking skill right here. The Westfall stew. That doesn't give anything. Boiled clams. That gives 2 stamina. We need to boost our... We need to do some cooking. We've got to do some cooking, which means that we also want to be doing a bit of fishing and stuff like that in order to sort of boost that up a bit. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to taunt him out, and then I'm going to go to that summoner over there, and I'm going to throw a shield at him. So, tends to agitate people when you throw a shield in their face. So he's come running over because he's all upset with me now because I threw the shield in his face. I love it when the shield does that. I absolutely love it when the shield does that. That is just brilliant. Right. Take you down so that you're out of the way for a minute or 2, or just for a few seconds. There we go. And while that one's out of the whole equation, I can deal with these summoned ones. I got that summoned zombie there, and then this one here that I can very quickly finish off. Just put that one down again and hit him with a shield. We're done. Right. Death Cultist headwear. I don't need any more, so we can go here. Everything going all right so far, Grundorn? They always use a little radio thing, don't they? You got both pieces. Good. This will help in trying to sneak into their death camp.
That would be stealing.
Oh, yeah, we can't pick that one up. Right. What else do I need? Oh, I need to make this. I need 1 more hate shrieker. Let's take that hate shrieker down there. Throw that one at them. And that one. And that one. There. And... Oh, I can't use the Hammer of Justice yet. It's still got 3 seconds to cool down on it. By the time it's cooled down, this thing's going to be dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. And you are done. Right, there is the last piece of living rot. So then I can use that, turn this into our coagulated rot, which we wanted to make. And as soon as that's done, there we go to kill with purpose. How are things looking in Corinth Crossing? Hello, it's me. Hope you don't mind a little homebrewed magic to allow me to communicate with you in the field. It'll save us both time. We're going to incorporate that living rot into a mixture that'll ruin the next batch of plague. That'll show 'em. Coagulated rot is potent on its own, but we need something to activate its concealed powers. A catalyst. You can find just such a catalyst in the south, in Lake Mereldar. If you look down, you'll notice that I slipped a set of flasks into your bag while you weren't looking. These flasks can be used on the water elementals in the lake. The living corrupted water that flows through their bodies will be the perfect catalyst. Okay, it's kind of creepy that she managed to put that into our bags without us seeing at all, right? That's quite a substantial thing that she stuffed into our pocket and we didn't even notice. That is slightly unnerving, to say the least. So we will go up here and we will grab the water elemental thing and go into the lake. And in our next... This is going to have to be our last quest, I think. In our next episode, I won't spend as long at the beginning of the episode rabbiting on about my achievements and stuff that I did at the weekend, which don't really have much bearing on this. It's just I wanted to brag. It was literally I just wanted to show off. Because, quite frankly, it was quite a bit of effort to get to 120, and getting that mount, that was a huge amount of effort. I was very proud of myself, so yeah, I did allow myself a bit of showing off. What do we got over there? There is another greater sagefish. I'm going to ignore that. Right, active liquid plague agent. How do I get that? Gather a sample from the body of a plagued elemental. Blighted... Oh, I'm guessing it's one of those. Does it matter which one? Let's try. You over there. And I'm going to go a little bit closer to that one so that it comes up. And then I'll do the two together. Like this. Right. There. And we'll put that down. And then we will start hammering these down as hard as we can. So you over there, if you could just, like, stay out of the fight for just a second. Like that. And I'll put that down. And, yeah, see, he's back into the fight. But now I'm ready to turn my attention to him. Very good idea to use these little crowd control abilities that we have. They're very, very cool. And I always forget about them. That's one thing I do. I always forget about them. Also, I could have interrupted his spellcasting just then. Inert shards. Right, can I do anything? Invalid target. Wait a minute. Gather a sample from the body of a plagued elemental. It's a blighted surge. Valid target. Huh. Do I need to do it while they're still alive? It's going to make life a bit more difficult. Let's have a go. Come over here. Ah. Right. Okay, now I understand. I got to do it while they're still alive, apparently, and then we can do it. And we got to do this. We got to get 8 of them. That shouldn't take too long. We should be able to do that fairly quickly. Just very quickly hammer him down with the shields. There we go. Right, now, next one. We got one up over there. We'll go and grab. And, okay, I'm going to introduce myself to him with a shield. Again, like that. Kaboom. There. And also that one. And then we will use this one. And shrink him down to size a bit. What is that over there? It's a Plague Ravager. That's a different one. Is that something we need to worry about? Oh, it's just the same as the others. Right. It's not something we need to worry about. I can't interrupt that one because it had the little shield around the spell. And that means it's an uninterruptible spell. Just for those of you who aren't aware.
I need to get closer.
A little bit out of range. There we go. Right, knock you down. And start working through there. Very quickly do that. And then hit you with the shield again. Put that one out and that one out. And then start just smacking you with everything else that I got. I could just interrupt it using the Hammer of Justice. That stuns them completely. So you can use that as an interrupt if you wish. But you don't generally have to. Right, we'll bring the Plague Ravager back over here. And we'll also get some active reagent from him. And then there's a couple more bits. So I got Greater Sagefish. There's 2 Greater Sagefish thingies over there. I'm not going to take any more. I really should heal up between fights. I have... Wow. I should also, when it starts flashing red, probably do something about it. Like, you know, use an instant heal ability. Like clicking on that one or pressing 9 for bubble. Anything at all just to help me out. Just a teensy little bit. Might make my life a little bit easier. Save sort of running around in ghostly dead form. Right. Resurrect now. We're on 81% health. We won't worry about that. So we have unfinished business with this particular Plague Ravager over here. One thing I didn't do is actually knock him down to size, I don't think, when I started this fight off. Probably should have done. Because, you know, that's part of the actual quest bit that we need to do there. So that may have been an important thing to remember, which I didn't actually remember at all, which... My bad. Okay, admittedly, my bad. Now, look at this. Just for something different, I'm going to heal up in between the fight. Yeah, I know. It shocked me as well. So I want you to come over here, so I'm going to taunt you over, and I can use that one. And I will do that. I got 2 more that I need to deal with. 2 more, and then we're done. And that's going to be it. That's actually going to be it for today's episode. I think we're going to have to call it quits after this one. So we will half back to the nearest inn, and then we will continue on with this in our... Well, we'll continue on with this tomorrow, we will. So let's bring you from down there all the way up. I'm going to try and do 2 at once. I am actually going for 2. Bring you over as well. So you right there, I'm going to do that. And you right there, I'm going to hit you with a shield first. Then I'm going to do that. And I'm also then... Oh, I can't do that. I can do that, though. Then I will go to you. And start trying to bring these down as quickly as possible. Finish them off. There we go. Last little bit. And that's you done. There's one down. And then we've got the second one here. And do that. Bring down that last bit. Toxic bolt there. You can ignore that. There. Excellent. And I've still got half health. It's not too bad. So let's have a flash of light and bring that up a little bit. And we go here. You're nearly ready to strike, Grundorn. Uh-oh. It looks like we may have gathered a little bit too much coagulated rot. Oh well, we'll just have to improvise then. What could possibly go wrong? Now, mix a tiny amount of rot into the water and mix thoroughly. There, that's it. This solution will still be very powerful, and we only need a little bit of it. On the lake's southeastern border, you will find a plague cauldron with several cultists nearby. Put on your cultist disguise, then approach the cauldron and put in 1 drop of the solution you have made. No more, or you may risk your very life. I accept. Right. We're going to do that down that end. The flight point is up there. Well, we're going to half back now anyway, because we have run out of time. So anyway, like I said, if you want to join the guild, there's details of it down below. If you would like to take part in the competition for designing the guild tabard, there is details and a link to the website down below for that one as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frith Gar. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. There we go. Goodbye, and see you later. I wasn't supposed to be waving at her. I was supposed to just waving like that. So I'm waving goodbye. There we go.